and welcome to the DeKalb Chamber Valor Awards Public Safety Awards event. So many of you may have met me for the first time. I am Frankie Atwater, President and CEO of the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce, and it's really nice as we look around this room and see how this room is filled with the best of DeKalb's first responders. I mean, men and women who are always there when we need them. And so I've talked to some this morning, and I say every time it comes to this event, I always have to have a pocket square or something in my inside pocket because of the meaning of it and how close you'll see this event and what it means to us as a chamber and to me personally, to many of you who are joining us this morning. So many are joined today by friends and family members whose strength, love, and support inspire these brave public servants to do what they do on a daily basis. Now, in the same way, the DeKalb business community stands solidly behind them, the public safety professionals who keep our community safe. And as we go through the award ceremony this morning, you'll recognize in the videos, the stories that you hear, you really will have a deep appreciation of what our public safety officers do on a daily basis. So on behalf of the DeKalb Chamber's 400+ members, our business and board of directors, we are here today, we honor you today. And to all of our brothers and sisters in public safety across the great county of DeKalb, we say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all that you continue to do. So at this time, we will have the presentation of the colors by the DeKalb Fire and Rescue Honor Guard, followed by the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you please rise and remain standing until the recession of the colors?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Next, we'd like to bring up for welcome remarks our president of Georgia Piedmont Technical College, a friend of mine and a friend of all of ours, and a great man himself, Dr. Tavares Holston, please.
Well, good afternoon. Are y'all awake? We're ready to eat, ready to celebrate, all those good things. Well, good afternoon. I'm Tavares Holston. I'm the president of this great institution. You are at the home of the Lions, Georgia Piedmont Technical College. And it is our great honor to host you. I see lots of friends out in the audience. I see all of you special guests. You look at you looking like you're looking today. You're looking good today. And I can say that I've never felt safer in one single zip code than I do right now. So thank you for making us all safe, even in this moment, just with your presence. And so I just wanted to come and just say, welcome to our college. I want you to know that as a person who has worn a uniform, not that uniform, but I understand the heart that it takes to wear and serve your community in an honorable way. And so I just want you to know that this college supports the work that you do, the places in which you do that. And in fact, I'm not sure if a lot of folks know this, but your technical college, Georgia Piedmont Technical College, we're producing almost 100 officers every single year. And a lot of those are coming right here into DeKalb County. So we appreciate, thank you. So I say that just to say that we are 100% behind you, the work that you do, whether it's in emergency services, public services, law enforcement. We appreciate all the work that you do. And it's such a great honor to do that work and recognize all the great valor in this room, because I know you've given so much. And I also want to say this. I appreciate your families, because I know how much they stand behind you as well. So thank you for being here today. We're honored to host and serve. Frankie, thank you for the opportunity to give welcomes. Y'all have a great afternoon.
Thank you, Dr. Holston, for those fine remarks. There's a lot that Georgia Piedmont Technical College continues to do for DeKalb County. So I'm looking around for my friend and our buddy and the person that we're going to come back to. I'm looking for our CEO, Lorraine Cochran-Johnson. Where's my friend at? All right, we're going to come back to her. But now, there's one thing I do want to bring out before we move to the next section. As a part of what we do for the Valor Awards, what we do at the Chamber is we have a committee of volunteers who come together from our public safety unit. These awards that are selected here today, our staff, we treat them to lunch, and we have a nice afternoon. But they go through a process, and it's nice to be in the room with them when they go through the selection process, and you see public safety representatives from different departments yield to another when it comes to actions and awards. It's not like you get into a room and some may think it's competitive amongst departments. It's not. I mean, you want to talk about the love and the camaraderie and humility that is shown amongst our officers. In that room, you see that. And they yield, and they talk about these events and things that have occurred. So before we proceed, if we could this morning, or now I think we're almost in the afternoon, if those that serve on our Public Safety Valor Awards Committee, if you could please stand. They're here with us this morning. So we have representation from the Sheriff's Department, from fire, from police. We have other municipalities we have representation from. And so it's being recognized all around us, our representation, and those that are involved in our Valor Awards. So now I would like to invite to the stage Sharice Braxton with the presenting sponsor, Kaiser Permanente, and our 2026 board chair to bring our presenting sponsor remarks. Sharice, please.
All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So my name is Sharice Braxton. I am the Executive Director at Kaiser Permanente, and I also have the distinct honor to serve as the 2026 Chairman of the Board for the DeKalb Chamber. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize those businesses and individuals whose support we could not do this award every year, the annual DeKalb Chamber Valor Public Safety Awards, and you all make it possible. So with all of that, now Frankie, I'm gonna go off script for a little bit. Many of you know me, Sharice A. Braxton. The A stands for authenticity. I was raised in New York City in the 90s, and I moved here in 99. My perception and my experience with police officers was very, very different. Many of you may know those national cases that came about in New York City at that time. So I moved here to Georgia in 99, bringing my young family, my young son, who was about 2, and after Amadou Diallo happened. And then I moved here and became involved in the community. Got involved with the chamber at Clayton County and now DeKalb. And I became close with many of you. And my perception slowly began to change because the differentiator between New York City and here is that you all live in the communities that you serve. You all approach every situation with compassion and leadership and thoughtfulness and patience. And I didn't experience that when I was growing up. Quite frankly, I was very afraid. But now I stand here before you just being very thankful. Saturday, I gave my daughter away. She got married. And you guys know how our weddings go. There's always drama. And this one was no exception. And so you were there when my 21-year-old, that wasn't the one getting married, got into a car crash and was T-boned. You were there. You were there right before my daughter decided to walk down the aisle and my 76-year-old father with dementia fell down 4 flights of concrete stairs. You were there. So I stand here humbled and thankful. You make the sacrifice every day to do what you do. As an ER nurse of 15 years, I've been called every name in the book, and I know you have too, but you still show up. So I am so grateful to stand here before you today, saying thank you, thank you, thank you. On the behalf of Kaiser Permanente, where we provide your care and coverage. And also the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce. I thank you, and I thank God for each and every one of you. Here you go, Frankie. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharice, for those very kind remarks. I really appreciate it. I know our public safety officers here appreciate that as well. But please join me in thanking the following sponsors. And if you could, please hold your applause until all sponsors have been announced. So our presenting sponsor this year for our Valor Awards is Kaiser Permanente. Our award sponsors, American Medical Response, Commissioner Shakira Johnson, Commissioner Dr. Ladina Bolton. Our leading sponsors for this year is Commissioner Marita Davis Johnson, Commissioner Robert Patrick, Georgia Piedmont Technical College, Georgia Power, and our table sponsor is Stone Mountain Police Department. Our corporate sponsor is Chisholm and Kilpatrick Ltd., DeKalb Citizen Advisory Council, Delta Community Credit Union, Diana Doma Consulting LLC, Emory University, Image 360 Tucker, Low Country Media 87 LLC, Oasis Consulting Services, Well-Root Family Services. So let's give our sponsors a round of applause. And before we go any further, you know I saw her walk in the room. It's like I got that eye for her. Even though I'm looking down, I can see where she comes in. and as our Madam CEO, Lorraine Cochran-Johnson. If we could, please have our CEO come up and give us some welcome remarks, please.
Well, first of all, let me apologize for being a bit tardy for the party. I'm fresh in from being falsely in prison. I've been on vacation. And I got wind of what was taking place, and of course, I think it goes without saying that my public safety officers know my commitment. I would not miss today's event. So first and foremost, let me say to everyone who's made today possible, we sincerely appreciate your commitment. To you, Frankie Atwater, who is our CEO and president of our DeKalb County Chamber, as well as the Chamber administration, I thank you for your commitment in honoring and recognizing the hard work of men and women who often go overlooked. To the Board of Commissioners, I see Commissioner Shakira Johnson. I also see our Mayor, Beverly Burke, that's present today. And for anyone that I may be missing, I know that Commissioner Marita Davis Johnson has a representation in the room. Commissioner Robert Patrick is present. I just simply want to say thank you for making public safety in DeKalb County a top priority. I also see the presence of Eric Hubbard from Congressman Hank Johnson's office. And I want to thank you for putting up a good fight in Washington on our behalf. To the men and women who are in this room, you're on the front line of public safety in our communities. You are charged with the task of running towards danger when others have the ability to run away. And for that, we are extremely grateful. So I'd like to acknowledge today the hard work that you do, the dedication that you bring to the job each and every day. And it's also bigger than just the individuals, because I realize that it takes a team of dedicated servants to work alongside you. So to all of the secondary agencies, to our 311 department, 911 that assist, I'd like to say thank you. And also I'd like to acknowledge that it's very important here in DeKalb County. I believe it's really important that we not just talk words, but that we put them into action. It requires us all being very intentional to continue the investments that are necessary to give you the resources that you need. So that's why today I'm pleased to announce the complete formation of the DeKalb County Police Foundation. Yes. The 501c3 has been approved, and I also have to state that this is a private effort. It could not be created under the auspices of DeKalb County government. So I'd like to acknowledge Hannah Blake, who will be responsible for the operation, and also acknowledge that this foundation will give us much needed revenue. All contributions will be used for hardship, education, equipment, down payment assistance for first-time homeowners, and also for housing allowances for our officers who choose to live and work inside DeKalb County. And now that the ink is dry on that document, I'd also like to announce the filing of the DeKalb Fire Rescue Foundation. Both of these organizations will undergo major capital campaigns because we have even greater works to be done. I realize the needs of our men and women, and to be honestly, in the words of my mother, weight broke the wagon down. It's time we give you better facilities. So do know that we are committed. The Board of Commissioners and I stand beside you 100%. So these organizations will help strengthen our partnership between law enforcement and also the business community as well as our residents, while helping provide the support and opportunities that you desperately need. So just know that you are the heart of public safety. On behalf of the more than 780,000 residents of DeKalb County who depend on you, who love you, and who also pray for you and want to see you successful, I am more than honored to stand before you, and I'm extremely grateful for the service that you provide. I'm also grateful for the sacrifice that many of you make each and every day. So congratulations to all of the honorees that are here today, and may God continue to bless you, to bless your families, and bless everyone who answers the call of service under the auspices of public safety. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam CEO, for those fine remarks and really helping us all to appreciate the importance of this big event. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take an opportunity for a moment. I'm going to have Ken come up, and we're going to do something. We're used to order, so Ken's going to help us move some things in order. But before we do that, I want to recognize something. If you look around you, if it's to your back, this is our lunch setup. Now, Chef David is remarkable in what he does. And when I see all the cakes, I said, there's no rule that I know of in eating cake first before the meal. So, but Ken's going to help us be in order. Well, it sounds like we had a nice, great lunch. If we have an opportunity, we can break away from our plates for just a moment and thank Chef David and his team for all they've done in providing our lunch this afternoon. And so this time, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our esteemed keynote speaker for today's event, the Gwinnett Chief Assistant District Attorney and former Assistant Director of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, GBI, John Melvin. Now, John Melvin currently serves as the Chief Assistant District Attorney for Gwinnett County, drawing on more than 30 years of experience. In that field, prior to this, he served for 4 years as second in command of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. During his prosecutorial career, he served at every level of prosecution within a district attorney's office, including 5 months as an acting district attorney for Cobb County. During those years, he tried more than 180 felony trials, including capital murder, major felonies, and multiple RICO trials, as well as the largest elder financial abuse case in Georgia, which involved the theft of more than $12 million. That's a lot, John. So in 2018, he became the Chief of Staff of the GBI. Shortly thereafter, he was appointed Assistant Director and then Executive Director. In those roles, John Melvin established agency policies, provided guidance and direction to all 1,000 agents and staff, and managed the GBI's $135 million budget. Now, in concert with the director, he provided leadership, communication, and coordination with the governor, the Georgia Attorney General, the Georgia General Assembly, United States Congress, United States attorneys, the FBI, district attorneys, sheriffs, municipal police departments, other criminal justice agencies, and the private sector. Since 2007, he has been an adjunct professor of law and has taught advanced trials practice, advanced evidence, and criminal motion practice. He is currently serving at Atlanta John Marshall Law School. Prior to that, he taught 4 years at Emory Law School. John Melvin is married with 4 adult children and 5 grandchildren. He is also a longtime pastor and community leader. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. John Melvin.
I also grew up in DeKalb County and went to high school here. I actually taught here 40 years ago for DeKalb Paralegals. It was wonderful. Revelations 22, there's a picture of heaven that's absolutely captivating. And the word says, I saw a throne in heaven, and out of it flowed water as clear as crystal, and both sides of it was a tree whose leaves were for the healing of nations. It's an honor to be with you, because today when I'm looking out at this assembled crowd, I don't see the red of Republican or the blue of Democrat. What I do see is green, because I'm looking at leaves who bring about the healing of the nation. And I'm standing in DeKalb County. It's one of the most diverse counties in the entire United States. More than 130 languages are spoken here. The nations are represented here. But the people in this room are the leaves that bring about the healing. And it is a great, great honor to be with you. Thank you all for having me today. Award ceremonies like this are important because they do something to us. They allow us to stop our lives, to look around and recognize excellence that so often goes unnoticed. And today we're going to honor that courage. But I want to recognize something even larger than that, because the professions that are represented here are integrally involved in our justice system. Courage by itself requires bravery, but justice is courage put to the service of others. You know, every profession has its measure. Businesses are measured by profits, schools are measured by graduation rates, industry measures itself by production. But how do we measure a community? Not by the height of its buildings, not by the number of businesses that we open up each year, not by the championship the teams win. The true measure of a community is something much simpler. Do ordinary men and women believe that when they need help, someone will come? Do they believe that when they've been wronged, someone will stand up for them and seek justice? Do they believe that when evil appears, good people will stand between them and danger? And if the answer to those questions is yes, then a community will flourish like it is here in DeKalb County. If the answer is no, everything begins to unravel. That's why today is important. You know, I have spent 3 decades in public service. And the experiences both as a prosecutor, as a pastor, as the assistant director of the GBI has allowed me to see justice from many different perspectives. Like many of y'all, I've stood beside families whose lives have been forever changed because of a single moment. But I've also been able to see investigators who've worked months, even years, searching for answers because they refuse to let a victim become forgotten. I've seen police quietly prepare late into the night because they understood that justice deserved excellence. I've watched firefighters charge into buildings. I've seen first responders arrive at scenes when they had no idea what awaited them, and I've learned something. That our public is really attracted in the dramatic moments like the flashing lights, the courtroom verdict, the rescue, the arrest, and those moments are important. But justice is not built just on dramatic moments. Justice is built through 1,000 quiet decisions that no one applauds. It's built by integrity, by preparation, by discipline, by doing the right thing when no one's watching. Those are the quiet choices that make extraordinary moments like we're going to celebrate in just a moment quite possible. Because justice is about finding out what's true and standing for it. And that's important because truth has no political party. Truth has no agenda. Truth simply asks whether we are willing to follow when the call comes. And that is the foundation on which public confidence is built. There's a passage in 2 Samuel chapter 9 that talks about David when he took over as king. And now, y'all remember, if you've been around for a minute, that David was anointed king as a teenager, but it was 20 years before he took over. And during that 20-year stretch of time, he was on the run from Saul. He was having to do battle with the Philistines. He was living in caves. And there came a day when the promise came true, and he took over. And this is what it says in 2 Samuel chapter 8. It says, David executed judgment and justice to all people. And I find that statement remarkable because when everything was perfect, and you know, in life, those moments are rare. It's rare when the kids are young and your parents are healthy and everything's going well. And in this rare moment, what is remembered about him is he's executing judgment and justice to the people. History could have said at that time that he had conquered. Instead, it remembered him as a just ruler. His greatest achievement wasn't the battles he won or that he governed fairly. The principle that survived 3,000 years is something that speaks to us as it's timeless. Power never makes a nation great. Justice does. And y'all are so integrally important to that. The strength of society is not measured by whether justice reaches the powerful or the influential. It's whether it reaches the ordinary people whose names don't usually appear in the newspaper. It's whether it reaches all people, and that's what public safety is about. And today's recipients come from the various professions, and some will wear law enforcement uniforms. Some wear the fire gear. Some answer the emergency calls. Some work behind the scenes that the public may never know about. And yet every single one shares something in common. They chose service over comfort. Now, we know the Lord by different names in this room. I know my Lord by the name of Jesus. And he says that the greatest among us is the servant of all. And y'all have chosen a life of service. You chose service over comfort, and that choice deserves admiration. In a culture that increasingly asks, what's in it for me, you chose a profession who says, who needs me today? And that is a remarkable way to live. But let's not just recognize our award recipients too, because it's appropriate to recognize our family. Public safety is never an individual commitment, it's a family commitment, because behind every officer is a spouse or a significant other who has lived with the uncertainty of the calling. Behind every firefighter is a family accustomed to interrupted holidays. Behind every medic are parents, children, brothers, sisters, and friends who knows that every shift comes with risk. Y'all serve this community too. You just don't have a uniform. And today I want to honor your sacrifice as well. There is another lesson that I've learned over the year, and that's that most acts of valor never receive awards. They happen so quietly. An officer who spends that extra hour comforting a victim. A firefighter who returns weeks later just to check on the family. A dispatcher whose calm voice keeps someone alive until help arrives. A detective who refuses to close a file because a family is still waiting for answers. Those moments, they never make the headlines, but they do define a career. Because character is revealed not in extraordinary days, it's revealed in ordinary days that are repeated faithfully over time, and that is the kind of service that builds trust. And trust is our most valuable asset, the most valuable asset of anybody who has chosen public service. Without trust, authority becomes fragile, but with trust, communities flourish. Y'all, we live in a time when confidence in our institutions is being tested. People disagree about many things, but there's one expectation that is remarkably constant. When someone calls 911, they believe someone will answer. They believe someone will come. They believe that in the middle of the chaos, these men and women are prepared for the moment. And that confidence is not accidental. It's been earned. It's been earned by generations of public servants who've quietly kept the promise. But those of y'all in your career who have showed up day by day, who've stayed late, and who've served. Today's honorees stand in that long tradition, and as I look around the room, I got to tell you, I feel hopeful. I feel hopeful not because evil has disappeared, it won't. Not because the work has become easier, it hasn't. I feel hopeful because I know the kind of men and women that are sitting in this room, people of integrity, people of discipline, people that understand that behind the badge behind the uniform, behind the title, that these things are not symbols of privilege, they are reminders of responsibility. History reminds us that every generation inherits the responsibility to preserve justice, to stand for the voiceless, to help the helpless. And now today it's our turn. And looking around this room, I know that the responsibility is in good hands. I've seen some of the officers when I was a DeKalb deputy district attorney. I was here 20 years ago, and I've seen some of the officers I worked with. You're all wearing stars now. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Allow me to close where I began. Every profession has its measure. For those of us in public service, our measure will never simply be the number of arrests we made, the number of fires that we put out, the number of cases we prosecuted, or the emergencies that we answered. Every one of those things is significant, but they're not the final measure. The final measure is whether the people that we serve are safer because we were there. Whether the victims found hope because someone cared enough to pursue justice, to answer the call, to run into the fire. Or whether children slept peacefully because someone stood watch through the night. Years from now, the medals that we pass out and the awards that we give will be displayed in homes and offices, and rightly so. But some will eventually gather dust. But the lives that you touch will never. The children will grow up because help arrived on time. A victim will have found a voice because someone listened. A family will have remained whole because someone ran towards the danger when everyone else ran away. Monuments fade, but the true legacy of public service never does. I saw a river flowing from the throne of God, and on each side of it was a tree whose leaves were for the healing of nations. I want to thank everyone that has chosen public service. I want to thank the families that have supported us. There could be no finer summary of any life than a life devoted to service. And may one day it be said of us that we were the hands and feet of the Lord, and we brought healing. Thank you. Thank you for today's honorees and what you did. May God continue to bless you, your families, and the great work that you do on behalf of the people of DeKalb County. God bless you.
Well, good afternoon. We're at the point now that what we've been waiting for is the award ceremony. I'd like to invite Carlandria to come on up. We're going to need you on stage, please. And as I'm waiting for her to come on up, introduce myself. My name is Ken Rutherford. I'm the owner and principal of ART Enterprises Creative Services and co-owner of RB Partners Logistics, a logistics company operating out of Columbus, Georgia. I was with the Gwinnett Chamber for 17 years. And in that capacity, I was and continue to be the MC for their Valor Public Safety Awards. I also serve on the advisory committee for an organization called Red, Blue, and You, which honors and recognizes public safety heroes every year right around Thanksgiving time in Gwinnett County primarily. It's my distinct honor to be working with the DeKalb Chamber on this great event now for the third year. And so I'm thankful for this opportunity to be with you and seeing some familiar faces and hoping to see them again and again. And it's now my pleasure to begin the awards program. So as the award recipients are announced, we ask that you please come up to the stage on this side. There's only stairs on one side, so please be aware of that. come up to the stage to accept your award, and then you're going to exit down the same direction after you get your picture taken. So there's going to be a picture taken here, and then a picture taken over there. So we'll get this taken care of in an orderly way. In addition to the award, each recipient will be sent a commendation bar to wear proudly on his or her uniform. We have some of the bars here, but most of them will have to be sent to you. So you'll receive a certificate that will enable you to get that bar sent to you. There you are. Hi. There's lovely Carlandria. She's right there. Okay, this afternoon, we're going to begin with the Public Safety Leadership Award, which is awarded to an individual who has excelled in community-oriented engagement and activities that are collaborative, cooperative, and proactive at the command staff level. This award highlights the importance of maintaining an environment where safety, security, and cooperation are essential to the successful mission of DeKalb County and surrounding communities. I'd like to invite our past DeKalb Chamber Chair, Earl Walker, with Image 360 Tucker, to make his way to the stage to present this award after I've read through the nomination. Please allow me to read through the description, folks, before any applause, and then after the reading, the recipient can come up to the stage for his award. The recipient of the 2026 Public Safety Leadership Award is Lieutenant Sean L. Harris with the DeKalb County Police Department. Let me read through it, sir. Lieutenant Sean Harris of the DeKalb County Police Department has dedicated 27 years of his career to leading with integrity, developing future leaders, and making DeKalb County a safer place to live and work. For the past 10 years, he has served as East Precinct's Morning Watch Commander, where his commitment to mentoring officers has helped shape the next generation of law enforcement leaders. Several officers who have served under his guidance have advanced into supervisory and specialized assignments, a testament to his investment in the professional growth of others. In 2025, Lieutenant Harris led several high-impact public safety initiatives that produced measurable results throughout the county. He successfully directed law enforcement operations during the June 14th No Kings protest, ensuring the safety of both the public and the responding officers during a potentially volatile event. He also spearheaded Operation Sunday Night Blitz, a county-wide initiative targeting illegal street racing that resulted in 226 citations, 34 arrests, 25 vehicles impounded, and 5 firearms recovered, all without injury to officers or damage to county equipment. Beyond these operations, Lieutenant Harris has overseen successful burglary, robbery, and entering auto initiatives that have led to numerous arrests and reductions in criminal activity. His proactive leadership in addressing quality of life concerns, combined with his collaborative approach to policing, has strengthened partnerships throughout the department and within the community. Known for his compassion and genuine concern for the well-being of his officers, Lieutenant Harris has fostered a culture of teamwork, accountability, and professionalism that has improved morale and enhanced service to the citizens of DeKalb County. Through his leadership, innovation, and unwavering commitment to public safety, Lieutenant Sean Harris has made a lasting impact in the DeKalb County Police Department and the community he proudly serves. Mr. Walker.
For his vision, leadership, and unwavering commitment to the community on behalf of the DeKalb County Chamber of Commerce, I'm proud to present the 2026 Public Safety Leadership Award to Lieutenant Sean Harris.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Harris, on this much-deserved recognition. Next, we have the 2026 Life Saving Award. This award is given to the public safety official or unit in recognition of acts taken in a life-threatening situation where lives are in jeopardy, either medically or physically. And I'd like to invite DeKalb Chamber Chair-elect Kendra Price with Emory University to make her way to the stage to present this award to a representative of our recipient. Please allow me to read through the description, after which we can recognize the recipients, the entire group of recipients, with a round of applause. The 2026 Life Saving Award goes to Heavy Rescue 24, Quint 24, and Truck 23 with DeKalb County Fire Rescue. On May 3rd of this year, the crews of Heavy Rescue 24, Truck 23, and Quint 24 responded to a residential structure fire on Rays Road with reports of a civilian trapped inside. Upon arrival, they encountered a heavily involved two-story home fire with dense smoke and flames pouring from the rear of the structure and through the roof. A bystander urgently confirmed that a woman remained trapped inside, leaving firefighters with only moments to act. Without hesitation, the crews of Heavy Rescue 24 and Truck 23 launched an aggressive rescue operation. Working in extreme heat and near zero visibility, they deployed ground ladders, entered the burning home, and searched the second floor where the victim was believed to be located. Despite rapidly deteriorating fire conditions, firefighters located the unconscious woman and carried her through the interior stairwell, while the crew of Quint 24 simultaneously battled the fire to protect the rescue path and ensure her safe removal. Once outside, firefighters immediately began CPR and advanced life-saving medical care until the victim could be transported to the hospital. Her daughter, who had escaped the home moments earlier by jumping from the structure, was also transported for treatment. Thanks to the extraordinary teamwork, courage, and professionalism of these firefighters, both victims survived what could have been a tragic incident. The decisive actions and unwavering commitment demonstrated by the crews of Heavy Rescue 24, Truck 23, and Quint 24 exemplify the very highest standards of the fire service and the values of public safety. Would all the personnel being honored for this award please stand and be recognized right now for your heroism and valor? Gentlemen, please stand. Gentlemen and ladies. You may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce, I'm proud to present the 2026 Life Saving Award to Heavy Rescue 24, Quint 24, and Truck 23 with DeKalb County Fire Rescue. Would a representative from that group please come to the stage and receive the award on behalf of the units being awarded today?
Congratulations, Heavy Rescue 24, Quint 24, and Truck 23 on this well-deserved recognition. Our next award is the Public Safety Person of the Year, which is awarded to a public safety professional who has performed his or her job with exceptional skill, expertise, innovation, and, of course, results, and has demonstrated exceptional community involvement both on and off the job. Once I read through the two nominations, I'd like to invite Chief Wilman Meadows to come to the stage to present this award on behalf of award sponsor American Medical Response. Our first nominee is Charlotte Taylor with the DeKalb County Police Department. Charlotte Taylor has distinguished herself as an exceptional leader whose innovation, professionalism, and commitment to excellence have strengthened every aspect of the department's administrative operations. As Planning and Research Manager for the Support Services Division, Ms. Taylor oversees the department's grants, finance, accreditation, and personnel units, ensuring the critical functions that support public safety operate with efficiency and accountability. Through her visionary leadership, she has developed innovative solutions that have streamlined internal processes, improved operational performance, and enhanced the department's ability to serve the citizens of DeKalb County. One of Ms. Taylor's greatest contributions has been her strategic management of grant opportunities. By proactively identifying and securing critical funding resources, she has helped reduce the financial burden on both the police department and DeKalb County while providing valuable resources that enhance public safety. Her commitment to fiscal responsibility has enabled the department to maximize its capabilities while remaining accountable to the community. Beyond her technical expertise, Ms. Taylor is recognized for her extraordinary professionalism, unwavering sense of urgency, and ability to consistently deliver results. She has successfully guided major accreditation efforts, personnel initiatives, and administrative projects while fostering a culture of collaboration, accountability, and continuous improvement among her team. Through her leadership, innovation, and steadfast dedication to public service, Ms. Taylor has made a lasting impact on the DeKalb County Police Department and the community it serves. For her outstanding service, exceptional leadership, and unwavering commitment to organizational excellence, we are proud to recognize Charlotte Taylor as a nominee for Public Safety Person of the Year. Our next nominee for Public Safety Person of the Year is Training Specialist Stephanie Evans with the DeKalb County Police Department. Training Specialist Evans has demonstrated exceptional leadership, innovation, and dedication to preparing officers for the challenges of modern policing. Through her commitment to excellence and passion for professional development, she has transformed the department's training environment and strengthened the foundation upon which officers are built. Since being promoted to training specialist, Ms. Evans has taken the lead in coordinating the department's crisis intervention training program, modernizing the curriculum to create more interactive, realistic, and impactful learning experiences. By incorporating scenario-based instruction and guest speakers with firsthand experience, she has enhanced officers' ability to respond compassionately and effectively to individuals experiencing mental health crises. In addition to her instructional responsibilities, Ms. Evans has trained 2 new administrative specialists, ensuring the continued success of the training section while maintaining her role as the department's post coordinator. Her attention to detail and commitment to professional standards ensure that officers across the department remain properly certified and prepared to serve the community. Perhaps her most remarkable contribution has been her vision for creating immersive training environments. Using donated furniture, creativity, and resourcefulness, Ms. Evans designed a fully functional convenience store and a 1-bedroom apartment that are now regularly used for scenario-based training in both recruits and veteran officers. These innovative training spaces have significantly enhanced the realism and effectiveness of the department's practical instruction while maximizing existing resources. Through her creativity, leadership, and unwavering commitment to developing the next generation of law enforcement professionals, Training Specialist Evans has made a lasting impact on the DeKalb County Police Department and the citizens it serves. For her outstanding service, innovation, and dedication to advancing public safety through excellence in training, we are proud to recognize Training Specialist Stephanie Evans as a nominee for Public Safety Person of the Year. Would both of our nominees please stand and be recognized for your service and dedication? Both nominees, please. Chief Meadows.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of American Medical Response, the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce, the 2026 Public Safety Award goes to Charlotte Taylor.
Congratulations, Ms. Taylor, on this well-deserved award. Our next award is the Public Safety Unit of the Year, which is awarded to a public safety unit that has performed its job with exceptional skill, expertise, innovation, and results, and has demonstrated exceptional community involvement both on and off the job. There are several nominees for this award, so once I have read through each nomination, I'd like for Commissioner Shakira Johnson to come to the stage. It's going to be a lot of reading, so you can hold your seat for a second. Come to the stage and present this award on behalf of her constituents and the good people of DeKalb County. So our first nominee is the DeKalb County Fire Rescue Public Education Unit. The DeKalb County Fire Rescue Public Education Unit has transformed community risk reduction into one of the department's most effective tools for saving lives before emergencies ever occur. Through education, prevention, and strong community partnerships, this dedicated team has made a measurable impact on the safety and well-being of DeKalb County residents. Since June 2025, the unit has installed more than 2,900 smoke alarms, protecting thousands of residents through early fire detection. They have also trained more than 600 citizens in hands-only CPR, equipping community members with the skills to save lives during cardiac emergencies before first responders arrive. Their commitment to prevention extends even further through more than 1,500 educational classes and demonstrations covering topics such as fire safety, infant sleep safety, child passenger safety, stop the bleed, senior fall prevention, youth fire intervention, and emergency preparedness. The Public Education Unit also leads major community initiatives, including the Fall Fire Safety Festival and Safe Kids DeKalb Festival, bringing together dozens of public safety agencies, healthcare organizations, schools, and community partners to educate thousands of families. As a lead agency for the Safe Kids DeKalb Coalition, the unit coordinates nearly 30 partner organizations dedicated to preventing childhood injuries through education, free safety equipment, and community outreach. Their partnership with the DeKalb County School District has further expanded their impact by delivering innovative fire safety and STEM education to students throughout the county. Behind these accomplishments is a team whose professionalism, collaboration, and passion for service embodies the very best of public safety. Their proactive approach has helped prevent emergencies, prepared residents to respond when emergencies occur, and strengthened the relationship between DeKalb County Fire Rescue and the community they proudly serve. For their exceptional commitment to community safety, innovative public education programs, and lasting impact on the lives of DeKalb County residents, we are proud to recognize the DeKalb County Fire Rescue Public Education Unit as a nominee for Public Safety Unit of the Year. Our next nominee for Public Safety Unit of the Year is DeKalb County Police Department Robbery Unit. The DeKalb County Police Department Robbery Unit has consistently demonstrated exceptional dedication, investigative excellence, and teamwork in protecting the citizens of DeKalb County from violent crime. Through relentless investigative efforts and an unwavering commitment to justice, this unit has successfully solved complex cases, removed dangerous offenders from the community, and provided compassionate support for crime victims throughout the investigative process. In 2025, the robbery unit investigated 196 robbery cases, achieving 44 case clearances, 26 arrests, and a 22% clearance rate. Their success is driven by meticulous investigative work, long hours, and close collaboration with other divisions to identify suspects and bring violent offenders to justice. Among the unit's most significant accomplishments was the investigation of a series of home invasion armed robberies that terrorized the Clarkston community. Detectives spent countless hours reviewing surveillance footage, developing leads, and conducting targeted surveillance operations. Their persistence led to the identification and arrest of the suspect, who was found in possession of property taken during a recent armed robbery. The execution of subsequent search warrants uncovered additional evidence, and the suspect ultimately confessed to committing more than 25 home invasion armed robberies, bringing an end to a crime spree that had threatened the safety and peace of mind of an entire community. The robbery unit's professionalism, perseverance, and commitment to protecting victims exemplify the highest standards of law enforcement. Their outstanding investigative work has made a lasting impact on public safety while reinforcing the trust and confidence of the community they proudly serve. For their exceptional service, remarkable investigative achievements, and unwavering dedication to safeguarding the citizens of DeKalb County, we are proud to recognize the DeKalb County Police Department Robbery Unit as a nominee for Public Safety Unit of the Year. It's a lot of reading. Our next nominee for Public Safety Unit of the Year is DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Criminal Process Unit. The DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Criminal Process Unit has consistently demonstrated exceptional courage, investigative excellence, and unwavering dedication in apprehending some of the county's most dangerous offenders. Despite consisting of only 16 investigators, this highly specialized unit has made an extraordinary impact on public safety through its relentless pursuit of violent criminals and commitment to protecting the citizens of DeKalb County. Over a 6-month period, the Criminal Process Unit successfully located and arrested 162 violent and felony offenders, including 28 murder suspects, 34 aggravated assault suspects, 16 armed robbery suspects, 2 rape suspects, and 3 escaped inmates. Their work routinely involves high-risk surveillance, intelligence gathering, warrant execution, and fugitive apprehensions, often placing investigators in dangerous and unpredictable situations. One of the unit's most significant achievements came in December 2025 when 3 violent inmates escaped from the DeKalb County Jail. The escapees included convicted murderers and offenders facing charges ranging from armed robbery to arson and other violent crimes, creating an immediate threat to the community. Despite the fugitives having several hours head start, the Criminal Process Unit quickly mobilized, developed critical investigative leads, and worked seamlessly with the U.S. Marshals Service and other law enforcement partners. Their investigation revealed that a Lyft driver had been taken hostage during the escape, dramatically increasing the urgency of the operation. Through outstanding investigative work, coordinated intelligence, and decisive action, the unit helped locate and safely rescue the hostage while ensuring all 3 escapees were apprehended within 24 hours. In addition to these accomplishments, the Criminal Process Unit coordinated more than 100 extraditions, monitored over 1,000 registered sex offenders to ensure compliance with state law, and completed more than 700 domestic violence protective order services, providing critical protection to victims and families throughout DeKalb County. Through exceptional teamwork, professionalism, and an unwavering commitment to justice, the Criminal Process Unit continues to exemplify the highest standards of law enforcement while making a lasting impact on the safety and security of the community. For their extraordinary service, remarkable accomplishments, and steadfast dedication to public safety, we're proud to recognize the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Criminal Process Unit as a nominee for Public Safety Unit of the Year. Our final nominee for Public Safety Unit of the Year is DeKalb Emergency 911 Communications Alpha and Charlie Shifts. The DeKalb Emergency 911 Communications Alpha and Charlie Shifts demonstrated extraordinary professionalism, teamwork, and resilience during one of the most challenging public safety incidents in DeKalb County's recent history. Their unwavering commitment to serving the community and supporting first responders exemplifies the highest standards of emergency communications. On August 8, 2025, an active shooter incident near the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention rapidly evolved into a complex multi-jurisdictional emergency requiring immediate coordination among numerous public safety agencies. Throughout the incident, the Alpha and Charlie shifts worked seamlessly together, sharing critical information in real time, coordinating resources across jurisdictions, and providing responding personnel with timely, accurate, and life-saving communications. As the situation unfolded, every call taker, dispatcher, supervisor, and support team member remained calm under extraordinary pressure, ensuring responders received the information they needed to make critical decisions while continuing to provide compassionate service to the public. Their ability to operate as one unified team across shifts, across disciplines, across responsibilities was instrumental in maintaining operational effectiveness during an incident that demanded flawless communication and decisive action. The exceptional coordination displayed by these teams was the result of outstanding training, strong leadership, and a shared commitment to public safety. Their professionalism and dedication not only supported the successful management of a rapidly changing crisis, but also set a standard of excellence for emergency communications throughout the region. As many of you know, during this tragic event, DeKalb County Police Officer David Rose made the ultimate sacrifice in service to his community. The steadfast support provided by Alpha and Charlie shifts reflects that same unwavering commitment to duty that Officer Rose exemplified through his career and serves as a lasting tribute to all those who answer the call in times of crisis. For their extraordinary teamwork, exceptional performance under pressure, and unwavering dedication to protecting both first responders and the citizens of DeKalb County, we are proud to recognize the DeKalb Emergency 911 Communications Alpha and Charlie shifts as nominees for Public Safety Unit of the Year. Now, I would like for all the personnel present, and that's going to be a lot of you, stand, those of you who are our finalists, please stand and be recognized by all of us.
Good afternoon, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the citizens of DeKalb County, the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce, the 2026 Public Safety Unit of the Year Award goes to the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Criminal Process Unit. Would a representative from the unit please come to the stage to accept their award on behalf of your team? Congratulations.
Congratulations to the DeKalb County Sheriff's Criminal Process Unit. Well-deserved recognition, gentlemen. And now we present the Medal of Valor, which is the highest award given in this ceremony. The Medal of Valor is awarded in situations where a public safety official knowingly exposes himself or herself to great personal risk in the performance of an official act. I'd like to invite Rashawn Knight with presenting sponsor Kaiser Permanente to the stage to present the Medal of Valor. And as she comes to the stage, please allow me to read through this recipient's story and hold your applause to the end after she is announced. On October 11th of last year, Sergeant Tiffany Anderson of the DeKalb County Police Department responded to a serious vehicle crash on Lithonia Industrial Boulevard, where reports indicated the driver was trapped inside a burning vehicle. Upon arrival, she found the vehicle already engulfed in flames, with fire spreading from the engine compartment and beneath the vehicle. Without hesitation, and with complete disregard for her own safety, Sergeant Anderson rushed towards the burning vehicle in an attempt to rescue the unconscious driver. As the fire intensified, thick smoke and growing flames made it nearly impossible to see or breathe. Despite the extreme danger, she remained focused on saving the victim's life. Let me just say, something's on fire, we usually run away. She ran towards. Through extraordinary courage and determination, Sergeant Anderson was able to pull the driver from the vehicle just moments before it became completely engulfed in flames. Once the victim was safely away from the burning vehicle, Sergeant Anderson immediately began CPR and continued life-saving efforts until DeKalb County Fire Rescue personnel arrived and assumed patient care. Her calm demeanor, quick actions, and unwavering commitment under the most dangerous conditions gave the victim a chance to survive an incident that could easily have ended in tragedy. The courage, selflessness, and professionalism demonstrated by Sergeant Tiffany Anderson exemplify the highest ideals of law enforcement and public service. Her heroic actions saved a life while placing her own in jeopardy, making her a truly deserving recipient of this year's Gold Medal of Valor. Rashawn, please.
As the Senior Nurse Director overseeing 3 of our 27 Kaiser Permanente medical facilities, serving each of you for over 40 years. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Kaiser Permanente and the grateful citizens of DeKalb County and the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce, it is my distinct honor to present the Gold Medal of Valor Award to Sergeant Tiffany Anderson of the DeKalb County Police Department.
That's truly inspiring. At this time, we're going to present a commendation that we all wish was unnecessary. We're regularly reminded of the dangers inherent in the job of a public safety professional. And on those occasions when any of our heroes are injured or gives the ultimate sacrifice while performing his or her duty, we honor them with the presentation of the Purple Heart. So I'd like to invite Fire Chief Melvin Carter to the stage to present the first of our 3 Purple Heart commendations today. And also I'd like to ask CEO Cochran Johnson if she would join us also in presenting this to these 3 recipients. On December 5th, 2025, firefighter Ebony Kennedy of DeKalb County Fire Rescue was seriously injured in the line of duty while responding to an emergency call. Just months after graduating from the DeKalb County Fire Academy and being assigned to Station 25, firefighter Kennedy's dedication to serving others was put to the ultimate test. While responding to the incident, the fire engine in which she was riding lost control and struck a tree. The violent crash left firefighter Kennedy trapped inside with the apparatus with catastrophic injuries to her leg. Despite the severity of her injuries, she demonstrated remarkable courage and resilience throughout her rescue and recovery. She was transported to Grady Memorial Hospital, where emergency medical teams were forced to amputate her left leg in order to save her life. Following several weeks of treatment, she continued her recovery and rehabilitation at the Shepherd Center with the same determination that had carried her through the Fire Academy. Although her firefighting career had only just begun, firefighter Kennedy's strength, perseverance, and unwavering spirit in the face of life-changing injuries exemplify the courage and sacrifice that define the fire service. Her resilience throughout this difficult journey has inspired her fellow firefighters and serves as a powerful reminder of the risks first responders willingly accept in service to their communities. Chief Carter.
Good afternoon. For the serious injuries she sustained in the line of duty and the extraordinary courage she has demonstrated throughout her recovery, we are honored to present firefighter Ebony Kennedy with the Purple Heart Her strength, determination, and commitment to fire service will continue to inspire the members of DeKalb County Fire Rescue and the community that she proudly serves. Unfortunately, Firefighter Kennedy was unable to attend today, so I will accept this on her behalf and make sure that we get it to her, but thank you all.
I was told she'll get to watch this on video. So we thank Firefighter Kennedy for her service to the people of our community. At this time, we're going to shift our focus to honoring the lives of two public safety heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice this past year. It is our solemn privilege to award a posthumous Purple Heart to these two individuals. So I would like Chief of Police Gregory Padrick to join me and Chief Carter to remain on stage to present these commendations. And please allow me to read through each story, after which I will ask their respective department chief to take the microphone. We'll begin with Officer David Rose with the DeKalb County Police Department. On August 8th, 2025, Officer David R. Rose of the DeKalb County Police Department gave his life while courageously responding to an active shooter attack near the CDC. As one of the first officers to arrive, he immediately advanced towards the threat, fully aware of the extraordinary danger, while countless others sought safety. As responding officers worked to stop the gunman and protect the public, Officer Rose came under direct gunfire. Though mortally wounded, his courageous actions during the critical moments of the attack helped focus law enforcement efforts on the shooter and contributed to the protection of countless civilians, CDC employees, students, medical personnel, and families in the surrounding community. He, of course, later succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. A proud United States Marine Corps veteran, Officer Rose embodied the highest ideals of service, courage, and selfless devotion to others. Although he had served with the DeKalb County Police Department for less than a year, he had already earned the admiration and respect of his fellow officers through his professionalism, integrity, and unwavering commitment to duty. When faced with unimaginable danger, he did not hesitate. He ran toward it, placing the lives of others above his own. Officer David Rose's extraordinary heroism and ultimate sacrifice exemplify the finest traditions of law enforcement and public service. His courage, honor, and dedication will forever serve as an inspiration to those who wear the badge and to the community he gave his life protecting. Chief.
For his extraordinary valor, selfless service, and the ultimate sacrifice made in the line of duty, we are honored to posthumously award Officer David R. Rose with the Purple Heart. Excuse me. Officer Rose's legacy will endure as a dedicated DeKalb County police officer, a proud United States Marine, devoted husband, loving father, cherished son, and faithful guardian of public trust. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Mariana Rose to please join me on stage to accept this Purple Heart on behalf of Officer David Rose and his family.
Our next recipient of the posthumous Purple Heart is Master Firefighter Preston Fant with DeKalb County Fire Rescue. On September 8th, 2025, Master Firefighter Preston Fant responded with fellow members of DeKalb County Fire Rescue to a rapidly advancing commercial structure fire at a warehouse housing a film studio in Lithonia. Upon arrival, firefighters encountered heavy smoke, intense heat, and rapidly deteriorating conditions as they launched an aggressive interior attack and searched for potential victims. As crews battled the fire, a mayday was transmitted after an interior team became disoriented and incapacitated within the burning structure. Without hesitation, Master Firefighter Fant and the crew of Heavy Rescue 24 answered the call, entering the hostile environment to rescue their fellow firefighters. Displaying extraordinary courage and unwavering devotion to duty, they located the trapped crew and began guiding them safely through zero visibility and extreme fire conditions. During the rescue effort, Master Firefighter Fant became separated from his crew and was trapped inside the structure. His officer immediately initiated a search and was able to locate and remove him from the building. But Master Firefighter Fant was transported to the hospital where life-saving efforts continued, but he ultimately succumbed to the injuries he sustained while selflessly attempting to save the lives of others. Master Firefighter Fant's courage, selflessness, and ultimate sacrifice embody the highest traditions of the fire service. His willingness to place the lives of his fellow firefighters above his own reflects an extraordinary commitment to duty that will never, ever be forgotten. Chief.
For his heroic actions, unwavering devotion to his brothers and sisters in the fire service, and the ultimate sacrifice he made in the line of duty, we are honored to posthumously award Master Firefighter Preston Fant the Purple Heart. His legacy of courage and service will forever inspire the members of DeKalb County Fire Rescue and the community he so faithfully served. With Preston's family, please join me, as well as the members of Company 24, please.
Come on up. Everybody, come on up, please. Go ahead, step to the middle. Go ahead and step to the middle, please. There you go. What a great testament to the legacy. Great honor. I would like everyone to stand, please, and join me in a moment of silence to honor these fallen heroes, after which I will ask Frankie Atwater to come back up on stage and adjourn. Let's recognize a moment of silence, please. Thank you. You may be seated, please.
right, give me a moment, please. All right. Let's give one more grateful round of applause to all today's finalists and winners. So as we bring this program to a close, we thank each of you for attending and honoring these fine individuals who are central to the quality of life that we enjoy here in DeKalb County. I would like to ask all recipients to please come to the front of the room for a group photo. You are welcome to take additional photos with your family, friends, and colleagues after the group photo. So on behalf of the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce, we are grateful for your dedication and service to our community. Until next year, we are adjourned. Thank you.